everybody, what is going on today? Welcome to the channel. The 7th inning program is here, and I've got you guys covered for that 7th inning program XP glitch. So I'm going to show you guys how you can get through it here within the first 24 hours and cash in on that boss so you can make a ton of stubs. So do me a favor, as always, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, man, subscribe. You guys make sure you subscribe because here on 10/10, October 10th, we got the giveaway for the Cody Bellinger autographed mini helmet we'll be doing live here on the channel. All right, the only rule is you got to be subscribed and tune in at 11 a.m. Central on Subscriber Sunday so you got a chance to win, all right? I also have memberships available on the channel. You can click the join button below to find out more information. You get access to exclusive videos, including my personal stub making trick that'll show you guys how to make 1,000,000 stubs every 48 hours. That's how I got all those stubs that I've got in the bank right now. I have no money spent, so that's how I got them. You guys can get access to it as well. Let's go and get right to the video. I'll show you guys how you can get through this XP program as fast as possible. But first, make sure to check out the sponsor on today's video, ahmlb.com, where you guys can get cheap stubs to finish those collections off and get those awesome cards for your squad. Use code BIG at checkout for 5% off. All right, you guys, so the first thing you're going to do, you're going to come up here to the Create tab from the main menu of the game. All right, you're going to go up here to this Create tab, and you're going to go over here to Vaults. When you go to Vaults, you're going to tab over until you get to Rosters, and when you see Rosters, you're going to search by name right here, and it's actually not by name, it's by online ID. You don't want to search by name because that's actually the name of the roster, but if you type in the name of my channel right here, Big Tom K 22, all right, we'll do that. And then you guys will be able to find this roster here. Make sure, like I said, you're on online ID and you go to, make sure you have crossplay turned on if you're on Xbox because you won't be able to find it if you do not because I'm on PlayStation. So you'll search for it. There it is right there. You'll be able to find it. You can download it. I've already got it downloaded, so I'm not going to download it again. But when you download it, you might possibly get a little server exception error or something. Don't worry about that. It downloaded. You'll be able to go and load it in. Now, I didn't make this roster myself. Somebody else did. If I knew who did, I'd give them credit for it. I do not know who made it. It was a long time ago when the game first came out this year, so I have no clue. But if you guys know, let me know. And but here's what you're going to do once you get it downloaded. We're going to hop into Road to the Show. We're going to have to start a new one, all right? But you're going to back out here. You're going to come down to Road to the Show, and you're going to go to More Options. You'll go to Start New. All right, and when you start new, it's going to have you set up your ball player. Now, I'm going to talk about the ball player thing here in just a minute because that's where you're actually going to be getting all of your XP from. It's not coming from gameplay XP. That's why we're not affected by the gameplay XP cap, all right? So we'll cover that here in just a second, but you're going to go ahead and set up your ball player here. You'll get him all set up. You can add perks. You can add equipment and all that stuff to make them better. But you're going to choose one of these archetypes here. And these archetype programs are very important. That's where the XP is coming from. But like I said, we'll cover that in just a moment, all right? Because there's some things you got to get set up first so you make sure you don't mess up. All right, so after you got your ball player all set up, you're going to back out here. You'll back out to this main screen. It's going to ask you, do you want to use current rosters, default rosters, or load saved rosters? Now, we saved the rosters, so that's what we want to do. You're going to go in here to save rosters. Here's the all zeros choose Rockies one. You're going to pick this one. And yes, you do have to be on the Rockies. I am a Rockies fan, but I didn't make the roster, like I said, so I have no idea why it's choose Rockies, but that's what you have to do. So the first thing it's going to do when it brings you here is it's going to ask you if there's any particular team that you've been looking to play for. So yeah, there is one team I've heard from more than a couple times. That's who you're going to select right here. Is the Indians? No, coach. It's actually a National League club. That's going to be at the bottom. He's going to ask, is it the Dodgers? No, but it's one of their NL West rivals. Let's see here. Is it the Rockies? Yes, it's the Rockies. So we want to play in Colorado. So that's the one you're going to pick. Now, every time you pick it, that's who you're going to end up on. So it's going to go ahead through this cutscene here. We're going to flash forward and pick you up here in just a second. All right, you guys. So there we go. You see, you choose the Rockies. You end up on the Rockies. It happens every time. So what it's going to do, it's going to hop into like a little cutscene thing, I think, right here, where you go to either the manager's office or it's a, okay, it's a cutscene. You skip through that. We're going to go into the manager's office now. And now this is important here. He's going to force you to be a two-way player here at the very beginning. Now, you don't have to be a two-way player as you continue on. You'll have to do it for at least this the first series, I believe. And at the end of the first series, they ask you if you want to continue. For this glitch, you just want to do position play. But right now, you have to do it, so go ahead and select it. It's no big deal. If they make you pitch the first game or any game they do, you can skip through it. You don't need to complete any of that archetype. So now, when it asks you here where you want to play in the field, you want to make sure that you select in the infield for sure. And you want to select first base. The reason I always select first base is because what you'll be doing as you go through these archetype programs, some of the missions that you have to achieve are for fielding opportunities. They are for assists and putouts. And you can actually, at first base, get a lot of those done. It's the most that you can get done on any of those that I found from any position just by simulation. Now, those are the only things that count by simulation. So you want to make sure that you select that. So here we go. We're going to select first base right here. A put out, by the way, is when you actually make the out yourself. You catch the ball and make the out. The assist is going to be if you threw the ball and they made the out at another bag, all right? So we're going to skip through this right here, through the cut scene right here with Ben, and then it's going to take us back in here to the clubhouse. Now, once you get here, you're actually going to go over here to your settings, and you're going to go over here to your sliders. The first thing you want to do with your sliders is you want to change some things on here because we want to make these fit more of how we're going to be able to get these done, these missions done a little bit easier. So don't worry about the dynamic difficulty one. That's no big deal. All of these human ones you want to move up. Human contact, power, timing, foul frequency, solid hits, starter stamina, reliever stamina, pitcher control, pitcher consistency, and then all the computer ones we want to move contact down, power down, timing down, foul frequency down, solid hits down, starter stamina down, reliever stamina down, pitcher control, leave that up because you want them to throw strikes for you. Pitcher consistency, you can turn it down, it doesn't matter. Strike frequency, we'll leave that up. Like I said, we want to be able to hit some baseballs here. So manager hook, we can leave that off. Pickoffs down. If you want to adjust your speed, your pitch speed, you can. You don't have to. That's really up to you. Fielding errors for the infield, you want to turn these all the way up. Outfield up. Throwing errors up for the infield and outfield. Fielder run speed, you want to turn this all the way down. Reaction down. Fielder arm strength for infield and outfield all the way down. Base runner speed, though, turn these up. Turn these up, and then these final three you can leave right where they are. It doesn't matter. So now we can go in here, you'll save it. It gives you a warning about XP being less that you'll earn because you adjusted the sliders. But remember, that's gameplay XP. We are not worried about gameplay XP, so that does not matter. All right, so we're going to save it right here. I've already got one. We'll just save it over top of it. That's no big deal. After you get that saved, you're going to go in here to your actual settings. Also, settings and then settings again. So it's settings tab and then the actual settings tab within it. You're going to go over here to mode specific then, and you'll see on here they have these player lock fielding opportunities. Now, I'm going to show you guys the archetype here in just a second, but on this particular one, I have putouts and assists. Not all of the archetypes will be the same. You might not have them on there. So you want to leave this on none no matter what, though, for the fielding opportunities. There's no reason to do it. You don't actually have to play them, and it's going to speed up the process and make it a lot quicker. Now, some of them will have base running opportunities where you need stolen bases. Others will not. If you don't have those on your archetype, move this to none. All right, for the one I'm doing, I have it on lead runner. That's where you want it if you need stolen bases, so leave that there. We're going to back out here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and show you guys these archetypes now and where you're actually getting the XP from. All right, so we're here in the clubhouse. We're going to actually go to this loadout. We're going to go to my ball player. You go to your loadout, and then like I said earlier, you can stack these perks and this equipment on them to make your ball player a little bit better, but this is what controls how good overall your player is going to be. All right, when you're gold, you're not going to be able to hit a 99. You're going to have to do that on diamond. But what are these? There's different archetypes for all these different positions, and look how many of them there are to do. You've got all of these. There's gold. You earn the golds by completing silvers. You earn the diamonds by completing golds. You earn the silvers by completing all of the bronzes. So there is a, on Reddit, or you can Google it, just find all of the archetypes, and there'll be a little image from Reddit that has them all broken down and how you can get to any position that you choose. So that's pretty easy for you there. If you look and hit square here, you'll see the actual program. It's going to come up. And what you're going to do is there's going to be these tasks in Road to the Show, these missions. You're going to need plate appearances. You're going to need extra base hits, stolen bases, assists, and putouts for this one, all right? Some of these are repeatable. All these down below here are going to be just one time that you can do them. They're going to give you larger chunks of points through the program along the way. Once you get to all of these stub marker points in this program, it's going to actually award you stubs here, all right? Every one of these stub marker points at 20, 50, 80, and 100 of the program is going to give you the same amount of XP that it shows at the very end of the program. So you're going to get that 8,000 XP 4 times while completing this. So that's pretty cool, man. 32,000 XP here. When you do the diamond archetypes, you'll get 11,000 at each one of these points. So 44,000. I believe these silvers are 6 and the bronzes are 5,000. So it's still a nice big chunk of XP to earn for just a little bit of time completing these. Now, how do you actually get them completed? That's what we're going to go show you. I'm going to show you how you go in the game and you do it. You actually have to play it. You don't simulate it, but it goes really quick. And let's show you now exactly how that goes. We'll back out of here. We're going to go into play. And this first one, like I said, it might make us go and be a starting pitcher first because it made us do the two-way player thing. But it might not. We'll see right here. When you go into play game, this one is going to be first base. So it says third base on here. Don't worry about that. This is the active loadout I have. So we're going to go play first base for this one. It's going to load up the game. And when it does this, you're just going to go and hit, all right? You don't want to simulate anything. You don't want to simulate anything at all. So it's going to go to your first appearance right here. You step up to the plate, and we're going to go ahead here with the bases loaded and try to just knock the cover off the ball I try to get something here. Here we go. There we go. Nice shot in the gap right there. I think it's actually going to leave the yard. It probably will. Yes, it did. We hit a home run. All right, so that's what you're going to do. When you get to second base, you'll be able to get stolen bases pretty easily. Everything that would be a single is probably going to be a double because we made all of those fielders really bad. All right, so we're going to actually try to hit a single right here and show you guys how you can actually do that so you can get the stolen bases. There we go. He's not going to be able to field it perfectly. That's perfect. Exactly what I wanted to do. All right, so we're at first base. We'll show you how easy it is to get these stolen bases for you right here. As soon as he takes the step, you just run. You don't have to get a great jump. They're never going to come close to throwing you out. We're standing up. So there's one stolen base right here. And then you'll be able to get two. You'll steal third every time you get a single. Now, if you need extra base hits, just get your doubles. Always stop at second base and steal third. It is rare that you can steal home, but there's no point in scoring runs or RBIs. So you just want to go ahead and get out right here and move the process along. So, you know, just move it a little quicker as we go along the way. So we're going to go ahead and skip to the end of this game. I'm going to show you guys exactly what happens. But one thing I want to tell you guys is make sure you don't at any point, do not hit pause and hit next appearance. All right. There is a thing that after each one of these appearances, it'll actually say simulate to next appearance down on the bottom. You can check that. That's fine. But never pause and hit next appearance because none of your stats for those missions will count for this particular game, all right? But we're going to go ahead and skip ahead here, and I'll show you guys what happens at the end of the game and how all that progress tracked into the program, okay? All right, you guys, we just finished that one game right here, and what you'll typically be able to do, you'll be able to play a full series at one time, but for this instance, like I said, I'm just going to show you the one game. So you'll be able to go and hit play next game right here. But we went 5 for 5 in this game with 2 home runs, a double, I guess a couple of singles right there, and then we had a few stolen bases. So we're going to hit return to clubhouse because I want to show you guys how the missions actually tracked. Now, when you get done with it here, it's actually going to show you your XP progress right here at the end of each game. But this is just going to be the XP you earn from gameplay. This is not what counts. This is not what you actually want. When you go over here to progress and tab over, it's going to show you everything you got in the program right here. And I'll actually back you out and show you a little bit of an easier way to go and look at it. We're going to skip through this cutscene right quick here. And then it might send us to another one here. Nope, it goes back here to the clubhouse. Perfect. All right, so when we go here to the My Ballplayer screen, we're going to look at the loadout, and we're going to go and pull it up here again. We're going to look at these missions and see how well they tracked. Look, we had 6 total plate appearances right there. We had 3 extra base hits in that game. We had 3 stolen bases. I got 1 assist in that. We had 15 putouts in that one game, so that was pretty cool. That breezed us through pretty nice and easy. And then all of these ones that aren't repeatable will keep tracking too. So that was one game. That took me about 3 to 4 minutes for one game to play through that, and I got all of this progress in it. You can see how it doesn't take you very long to get through this program. So hope this helps you guys out. Hope it gets you through the process. It'll get you through that program in less than 24 hours. So earn that program, earn that boss, and go sell it, man. Make all those stubs. You might as well. So hope this helps you guys out. If you have any questions, as always, make sure to ask them. I'm always here to help you guys out. Do me a favor, though. Make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks. Peace.